Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below. Early this morning, Monday, the CCSA reported 10,101 new cases of the virus around the country, with 10,612 having recovered and been released from quarantine, and 63 deaths attributed to the virus. The Chinese embassy is taking a complaint from a Thai business seriously, promising to organise a refund in what appears to have been a scam. The Thai company cut a deal with an American counterpart to import goods from China, reselling them to the US and thus seeing their customer bypass US taxes on Chinese imports. 3.6 million baht was duly transferred to the Chinese supplier, but no sign of the goods. Seeing a fast buck turn to bad luck in what has become a common type of business practice in many Asian countries, as US retailers work to bypass their own huge import tax programs aimed at Chinese products. Police in the capital are convinced that they clearly know who cut the ropes being used to support two painters outside a condo block. The series of winches enabled them to move from floor to floor on the 30-plus story building. An expat and his wife managed to help the painters onto their balcony after hearing a commotion. The slashed ropes were found on the ground outside, and authorities are convinced that someone, above, cut their ropes for no good reason. Applying for a Thai ID card saw one Chinaman arrested after officials recognised that his documents were in fact fake. A further check found that he was on an overstay and had tried and failed to get ID cards earlier in the year elsewhere. A 29-year-old Nakhon Sawan woman was caught in a police sting as she pimped out an underage girl in the capital. With the child thought to be 15 years of age taken into specialist care, police reports indicate that she used the Line app to ply her trade, and in their rooms, ketamine was found amongst other items. Domestic flights, those within Thailand, return to full capacity seating this week where needed as demand increases for travel. Previously set at 75% of seating allowed to be used, the increase is now in effect and will see more flights scheduled, but not during curfew hours. Plans are expected to be properly finalised this week for the return of traditional tourism from overseas, with no list of approved countries issued yet, and the release of a new phone app required to be completed prior to arrival here also not released. What we are told is that testing of all overseas arrivals will be carried out, and all will be required to stay in an ASQ hotel for at least one night as the tests are processed. For those who pass, well, we're told to expect full freedom of travel around Thailand. Anyone failing the test will remain in quarantine. In the capital, a pub was found to be packed with customers in Koreatown. XOXO Bar was raided by police after a tip-off. Some 116 customers were arrested, all found drinking alcohol and after curfew hours. Pattaya too is seeing many smaller businesses raided, whilst others appear to escape visits despite breaching the COVID regs. Good news is that with any luck, the alcohol bans will be lifted by the end of next month. Meanwhile at home, in Chonburi, provincial authorities early this morning announced 345 new cases of the virus within a 24-hour period. 65 in Chonburi, 94 in Sriracha, 71 in Banglamung, which includes Pattaya, and 29 in Sattahip. During the same period, 2 deaths have been attributed to the virus. The continued rain throughout the weekend dampened tourist numbers for the city, but did see many restaurants busy, as those who did venture here didn't have much to do in the way of things to do outside. Malls too reported increases in footfall. Locally, reservoirs are filling fast, promising, it's hoped, an easy supply to taps in the coming dry season. Water authorities, instead of managing droughts, are concentrating on peak level management. In nearby Rayong province, the major reservoir is reported to be at its maximum level, and dams may have to be opened there to release excess water. Pattaya's indoor sports stadium once again opened early this morning and expects to see its services maxed out as vaccinations for Thais here continue. School children are also getting jabs there ahead of the start of the new term, and any Thai child or half-Thai child qualifies for vaccination there. The Fab 103 giveaway competition fires off today. Our weekly competition, where you get the chance to record your entry, will this week see a lucky couple enjoying a 5-course gourmet dinner on Sunday at the Café des Amis, which is Pattaya's finest dining restaurant. Tune in and find out how to enter, or check our website, which will be updated tonight for details, as we want you to win. We can't promise much in the way of weather. The Met Office offers highs of 29 degrees, lows of just 25, and an overcast day with continued rain. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,